Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your host, College Fade. It's episode 62. We are in the Foundry, in the White March, in Durgan's Battery. Our Cipher has made a level. Everyone is screaming in the background. What are we gonna do with her? Not going to do scouting. We're going to do survival. This gives her bonus damage reduction. We want to get her to bonus damage versus flanked enemies 2 times if we can. And now, here we go. She gets 2 of these. Oh my god, everybody's screaming. Okay. Antipathetic. Antipathetic field. My brain wants to pronounce it antipathetic. You're so pathetic, but you're the antipathetic. It's antipathetic, I think, probably field. That's a great one. Ecto-psychic echo. That causes it between an ally, which also is very useful. Body attunement, mind leech, wild leech, detonate, ringleader, not great. Amplified wave is decent. Disintegration is really nice. It's a ton of raw damage. I think what I'm going to do is get her both of these, both of the wave ones. We're going to grab her both of those. The screaming is killing me, so we got to go in here and progress, find out what the hell is going on. Okay.
The Guardians will hold the door as long as need be.
Everyone else is ready. So few of us remain.
Lord Abidon, guide our hands and steel our hearts. Give us the mercy of your forge.
Okay, so there's the White Forge. We kind of have to figure out what we're going to do here. If I remember correctly, all these guys are going to come to life. What is this ring? Grants combusting wounds. Nice. Combusting wounds, what exactly does that do? Does 5 burn damage over time when dealt damage for 20 seconds. Oh, so if you hit them, it's going to do damage. Oh, that's kind of like that. She's got suppress affliction, though. What's this one? Arcane damper, +1 intellect. +1 intellect. The Dunred demon. She's getting the Dunred demon, so she doesn't need this ring. This is a nonsense ring for her. Okay. In that case, you can do combusting wounds, or what's this? Suppress affliction. Somebody else needs to have that. You need to have this. What do you got? 10 to your ability area of effect. Defense against hobbled, struck, paralyzed, and damage reduction. I would rather you be able to suppress afflictions. Let's do that. So in this case, what am I doing? I have 2 rings that are the same. +5 deflection. Oh my god, no I don't. This grants dominate 2 per rest. I don't really need that. It's granting me +3 resolve though. What's my resolve? Yeah, the ring of changing heart. Kind of like having that resolve there. What about you? What do you got? Constitution might resolve. Fortitude, reflex, will. Athletics, dexterity. Yeah, you got a bunch of bonuses, don't you? And then you. Ability, area of effect, that's important for you. Damage against spirits, vessels, and willpower. I'm going to do this to you. You can have that. So when people hit you, you're going to do burn damage. Now, I don't know if her extra bonuses to burn damage.
They made their final stand.
This is. I don't know if her extra burned damage abilities is going to cause... It's going to cause her to do extra damage on that. Okay. We're going to go like this, except we're going to take you and you there, and Pelagine is going to go there.
Yes.
And you're going to go here. All right. What do we got here? A large stone dragon skull stands silent vigil at one end of the circular chamber. Within its maw is a network of steel dividers, tubes, and vents indicating that this impressive construction served as the furnace for the White Forge. There is a shallow basin at the foot of the furnace, and in the eye sockets of the skull itself are some golden rings, evidently meant to house some manner of gem or instrument. Well, we have the Agispheres. Place a sphere in the left socket. Yeah. You leap from the furnace to confront what is coming. Oh.
What stirs in the heart of the battery?
So that gets us that. Okay, Adair, do the next one. Place an Agisphere in the right socket. Thin smoke rising from both orbs, and in the depths of the furnace you think you hear the rattling of machinery. So here comes the next one. Heat.
Tremors.
Yeah.
They returned.
Yes, they do. Now the final step here. Place the stone disc. Dodge a disc. Hot, stale air in the glow of rising fires. A gust of hot air erupts from the stone dragon's maw. Molten ore drips from the basin, and dark billowing smoke begins to gush from between the skull's fins. You hear another rending shriek, but not of machinery. Around you rises a chorus of howls, bodiless voices raised in rage and despair. Are people angry now?
Remember yourselves, Pargrunen! Defend the battery!
Can we rush and get everybody over here? Nope, not quite. We're gonna try. Okay. Right there. Let's do this then, my friend. You are going to kind of get out of the way. She's kind of going to go over here. Pelagine is going to try to torch this guy. I am going to try to leech from this fool. They probably can't be charmed. Yep, immune to charm. Go there.
What is it?
You're going to attack this thing. Adair, you're going to attack this.
What?
You're going to grab offense for everybody.
Your thoughts must flow deeply.
Okay. Now I want you on this thing. And you should also grab some defense first. So do it on that. Durance. Oh no, where's Pelagina? Right there. Okay. Yeah, Durance, you just took one in the head, buddy. You have to back away, and Pelagina, you have to hit this thing. There you go. Get out of the way, Durance. Okay, go like this. Launch into that. I'm gonna keep trying to hit this guy. Got a couple of guys that are stunned. A bunch of people are stunned. Oh my gosh. Okay. What about these guys? They have resistances to being charmed. Oh, goodness. That's not good. Okay, can I dominate this guy? Hit him with this. There, what do you got, buddy? Knock this thing. Can you knock it down? Okay. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to get out of the way, dude. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta move. Because they're coming for you. Okay. Yeah, get over here in the corner. I'm gonna attack this. Stun all these things if you can. What are you doing, sister? Attack this thing. Can you freeze it? It's got a 39. Okay, they can be frozen. We just need to build focus. Offense and defense for everybody, dude. Let's go. You gotta do that as fast as possible. Heal thyself. I've got another one, so start stunning that guy. Okay, he's dead. Turn around and attack that. Go, dude. She's gonna come up and help you. She's gonna scoot over here. She's going to attack this thing. You, for your next spell, do that. You're gonna have to launch a couple of those because not everybody's in range for it. I do wish that had a bigger. You gotta attack. You can cipher this guy. Master Cipher Diaz. He's held. Okay, I just got another hit in. Can I do a dominate spell on that guy right there? You keep attacking this. Okay, I will turn back around and attack this. Get our ciphers to build some things, will we? There we go. Okay, that one died. Pelagina, go after this one. You go after this one. I will go like this. And I'm going to do line spell here. Thank you for that, Durant. Now hit everybody with this. Like that. I will attack this Forge Guardian. No, I'll attack this guy. You're going to petrify this Forge Guardian. Durance. Okay. I'm going to do that again, because that's just handy. There we go. Oh, and then I'm hit. So, heal thyself. You should heal thyself. Adair. Where are you exactly? Is this you? That's Karzik. This is you. Okay, Adair, I want you to attack this guy. I'm going to attack this thing. I killed it. I'm going to attack this now. Karzik, you're going to turn around and attack this. You're attacking that. I am going to freeze that guy. Adair, you're going to attack this guy. Okay, I need you to do your thing. Keep attacking. Okay. You are... another poke. Good. Get this guy over here. Get him. You're going to heal everybody. Specifically, all of us. Can we get everybody like this? There we go. Adair is fine, so... there we go. Okay, maybe do that again on me. I have enough here to freeze this jerk. Let's see what else we have here. This is zone defense. What else do you have here? Might and resolve of everybody in the area of effect. I have another person I can freeze. Freeze that guy. You need to get a couple more points here. Heal that. Adair. Can you squeeze in there, Adair, or can you go get this guy? Go knock him down. Now you got enough. Freeze him. Who's closer to dying? Okay, it doesn't really matter. Try to get this guy because he's got spells. Okay, now what do you got for me? Accuracy and might bonuses. Sure. I'm gonna freeze you. Okay, Pelagina's gonna come over here and attack you. You're gonna swoop around this side and take him on. And you're going to... Who is this? Karzig? Okay. How much time do they have? Paralyzed for 9 seconds. Paralyzed for 7 seconds. My man, just attack. Okay, there we go. Karzig, go attack that one. Pelagina, be on us with that. You attack this guy. Okay. Turn everybody's AI back on. And I will petrify this dude. That is hot diggity dog. Okay, we get a bunch of stuff from that. Bunch of crafting materials. We may want to rest right now, considering how beat up we are. Hireling wage payday. Nothing was taken by bandits. So now there's this. So we lit the forge up. White Forge. Awaken the White Forge, which we did. I think we need to figure out how to use it. Yeah, that would be good. So how do we figure out how to use the White Forge? Here we go.
Stop, Marauder! Our bodies are dust already. Must you profane holy ground with further violence?
Flames roar and whip from within the forge, and as they rise, their glow washes the room in a gory crimson light.
Did the height of our walls offend you? Did we cross your borders? Sell you weak steel? Tell us, why did you invade our fortress?
Invade? There's nothing here but spirits and skeletons.
No, that cannot be. Abidon wouldn't allow it.
The flames flicker and shudder, and the stones beneath your feet grow suddenly cold.
Wake up, Exandru! This is why Abidan gave us the White Forge, that we might take up arms and deal with villains like this.
Heat surges once again from the forge, prickling your skin.
Such a magnificent device, and she can only see it as a tool for war. She shames our grandparents, who wandered this continent and...
Quiet, both of you! Can't you feel it? This chill. This silence. But you entered our keep and found it abandoned. Ruined. What happened to us?
The official history is that you destroyed yourselves, but it looks like someone or something invaded the battery.
I'd never seen anything like them. Twice the size of any ogre, and positively fearless. They were...
eyeless. Yet no matter how hard we fought, or how deep we hid, they kept coming for us.
What were they?
Some kind of magfolk, but bigger than any we knew of. We who survived never got close.
They were relentless. Unnaturally so.
Why did they attack you? They didn't stop to explain themselves. Yet I wondered at what monstrous wilder might survive in a place like this.
We should have taken our steel and pushed east.
What's to say they didn't come from the east? From the lands Maroons so coveted?
It was a punishment for taking this gift of Abidon, the White Forge, and squandering it on our greed and vanity.
Go on.
We retreated until there was no place left to go. Until those of us who remained were here.
Here, with the salvation Abidon had left us.
You used the White Forge to channel your souls into the battery.
Yes, using the same methods with which we had fashioned so much cold steel.
It was agony. Feeling your soul ripped from your flesh. Feeling every part of you torn asunder. but it saved us.
Imprisoned us.
It was Abidan's grace. Now, we inhabit the monument our people built to the White Forge.
What does this have to do with Abaddon?
The White Forge belongs to Abidan, of course. It is here that he built his own body.
And whether he found this place or created it, it's a truly remarkable smithy.
We Pargrunin are wanderers by nature. But it was Abidan's call that led our forefathers here after generations spent along the Pearl Coast and Air Glonfath.
So the old stories say. Then again, I can't see any other reason our grandfathers would have stayed here when greener lands lay east.
How does the White Forge work?
Its fires have been blessed by Abidan. They're fed by Aora's molten heartbeat and veined with Audra that runs to the center of the world.
Which explains their conductive power. See, these Audra veins allowed us to siphon essence into steel as we shaped it.
And that essence, the extraordinary heat of the forge, and our smith's skill is what made Durgan's steel so remarkable.
I see. And now you're here, in Durgan's battery.
Stuck here, you mean? With all the others who sought to escape the Eyeless.
You're trapped here, never experiencing anything new. Sounds maddening.
Had we thought longer on the fate that awaited us, we might have chosen a quick death to this slow agony.
Blasphemy! There's no greater honor than remaining here, watching over the White Forge.
Easily entertained, huh?
The long vigil is a quiet duty, but a noble one nonetheless. I only wish we could protect this humble monument better.
Or do something. Anything. We were once among the greatest smiths in the known world. Tell me, do Kith still speak of us?
Yes, and highly. You are still regarded as master smiths.
That is good to know. It's only a shame that this legacy is nothing but a memory.
Is this why you braved the restless souls of Durgan's battery? To recover the process of Durgan's steel?
There's a village called Stalwart that's fallen in hard times. They asked me to find the White Forge. At this admission, you feel a softening in the essence of the Pargrunin. In one moment, each soul and a fragment is distinct, and in the next they form an indistinguishable host. You perceive them as a school of fish caught in a tide, a flurry of snowflakes on the wind, a pantry full of fragrant spices.
Then I hope you're satisfied with what you found here.
At least you get to leave this place.
But it was good to be remembered. However briefly.
As the souls of Durgan's battery speak to you, their collective essence takes shape, much like Merwald's did. There are scores of them, all torn by conflicting purposes and trapped in the memory of their lost battle. You taste the bitterness of their uncertain existence and feel the persistent ache of centuries. It is a slow, agonizing fate, but you find it in your power to grant them another. Interesting. I had to go look up what these choices mean. Binding them to the White Forge reduces by 1 the number of dwarven iron ingots that you need to make a refined Durgan iron ingot, which is then used to upgrade your equipment. So theoretically, you could then do more than 1 or 2 upgrades. So that's what I'm going to do, because I know the first time I played this game all the way through, I released them free to roam and return them to the wheel. So we're going to tend to your legacy, remain here, and lend your skills to others. You feel a plunging sensation as the energy of dozens of souls rushes toward the White Forge, buffets you like a storm wind, and you brace yourself against it. Finally, the ether grows still again, and you feel new power radiating from the White Forge. It emanates the warmth that you feel in your soul, yet you know that you could draw close to it without fearing the heat of the fires. And here's the other thing is, these upgrades that you can do, these crafting that you can do with the refined Durgan iron ingots, those don't count towards your weapon's cap of how many enchantments it can have. So that's kind of why this is important. So, oh, we lost 622 to the bandits. Okay. The White Forge is now available for use. It has the unique ability to refine Durgan iron ingots. Multiple iron ingots are required to create a single refined ingot. After refinement, these ingots can be used at any time in enchanted recipes to augment weapons, shields, and armor with Durgan steel. So, we can do this. White Forge and efficient. So now we have the efficient refined Durgan iron ingot instead of just a Durgan iron ingot. So we're going to get 2 out of this. We would have got 2 before anyways because it would have required 4 instead of 3. If we find another Durgan iron ingot, we'll get a 3rd one. So if we do this, 2, we'll craft those. All right, so that's the White Forge. Well then, we can march our way up here. The White Forge. Now we'll want to do that on our special weapons. I certainly am going to want to do it on the weapon that my character ends up taking.
Time you stepped out of Durgan's battery and into the new snow outside, word had already spread of strange lights rising from the fortress and energy crackling in the sky. The survivors of Stalwart flocked to Durgan's battery, their steps hastened by the promise of peace and prosperity at last. They mended their walls, gathered their strength, and prepared their town for the new opportunities that were sure to come. And with the voices of Durgan's battery silent at last, none heard the distant groan of something stirring among the peaks, as massive and relentless as an avalanche.
What might that be? You have completed Pillars of Eternity, the White March Part 1. To begin the next chapter of the story, rest in any location outside the White March. So we are here, and we can climb down. Well, jump across, then. You leap, and for a dizzying moment, the ground below flashes past, and then you are across the gap and upon the second tower. Right here, where we know where this is. Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. Durgan's battery. Oh, it's there. Cool. Well, then we'll head down here. So let's go back to Stalwart, shall we? That was a very efficient and effective DLC Part 1. That was nice. It's been so long since I played it, I forgot exactly what it was like. I like that. I like that a lot.
Been 200 years since folks set foot in Durgan's battery. Now you've cracked the place wide open, and with quite the display. Thanks to your help, we just might pull through. You've done a lot.
And here I've been saving these, some of the last gems we recovered before we had to close the mines. With any luck, we'll have them open again soon. What happens now for Stalwart? Now it's up to us to use this opportunity to pull ourselves back together. I'm still not pleased about having Baragran's clan a stone's throw from our gates, but I'll have to hope that your deal with her holds. The only other thing that would have helped is having Tiana still with us. She knew damn near everything about mining. Real shame. But we should have known she wouldn't be with us much longer. To be honest, I didn't really think anyone could open the battery. It just gave some folks something to hope for. I still don't know if the White Forge will be enough to keep us going, but at least we've got a chance. I'm glad I could help. So are we. But I'm hoping you'll make use of the White Forge, too, if you haven't already. After all, it doesn't get much better than Durgan steel. If you can forge some into your existing gear, you'll have a powerful set of equipment in your hands.
What's on your mind?
Renengild's soul. Your awareness settles beneath Renengild's skin. Feel yourself looking through her eyes upon a time-faded memory. You're standing in the inn. The room is stifling, but it's the body heat of so many furious villagers, not the neglected fire pit. It's drawn sweat from your pores. Your husband waits by the door about as far as he can get from the assembly. He holds Uldric, whose cheeks are bright as he watches the adults bicker with wide, fearful eyes. You'd never realize how badly your neighbors stank. But something rank and repulsive rises from them as they pack together in this room.
How much did the old snake pay you, Heod?
It's grinned, the head fisherman jabbing a furious finger toward the back of the room. Heod, your erstwhile mayor, squirms in the corner, pinned by the accusing stares of the entire village. Oh, those eyes. They're cruel, porcine eyes, and they're watching Heod with the dumb gluttony of hogs staring at fodder. The only sight that turns your stomach more is Heod himself, trying to wriggle free of his own lies.
Maestro Galvino and I came to an agreement. It was for the good of Stalwart. I thought...
You thought you'd let a killer walk among us?
Cries of fierce agreement rise from the others. What began as a collective grumbling is swelling and congealing like storm clouds. You look back at your husband. He's whispering to Uldric, but when you catch his eye, he directs a silent supplication to you.
Let's go.
A wet smack draws your attention back to the other end of the room. Someone's thrown a potato, and Heod cringes and rubs his jaw. You want to shout at them, all, for this nonsense and waste, but you know this is about to get worse. Stalwart will have blood, and Galvino and his horror had the sense to flee already. You turn again, and your husband is beckoning you with swift, chopping motions. But what stops your breath is Uldric. His little eyes are fixed on the churning mob, and you knew ever since you started hearing about those hideous purges that he'd see something like this one day. But did it have to be so soon? It's what drove that devil woman to madness, and now his little eyes have gotten big enough to swallow the whole scene, and now he's seeing you as a part of it. You want to leave now, but if you do, this is what your boy will remember. Cowardice and madness. About people. About Stalwart. About you. The people around you jostle and bark in their rage. They're dangerous animals, but animals nonetheless. They just need to be led. So you push your way to the end of the room, where Heod trembles in a puddle of his own piss.
Enough.
Your voice boils up from your throat. The others fall silent, watching you. They listen, dumbly trusting as you turn Heod's death sentence into an exile. No one contradicts you when you explain that he's going to march out of this village alone and into whatever miserable hamlet will have him. They silently agree when you explain that their hands are too clean for the likes of him. But there's something else forming behind their eyes. Kernel of trust and dependence. You feel it curdling around you, encasing you like a pearl does sand. You only wanted to spare Heod's life, not volunteer for his job. But you see so much fear simmering just beneath their expressions. Fear at God-men marching through the mountains, at Deerwoodians in their purges, at dying the slow and lonely death of a ghost town. And you see their grateful reassurance mirrored in Uldric's expression. Perhaps this place is hopeless, but you realize that you can't leave it any more than you could leave your boy. The only person who isn't looking at you is your husband. He's shaking his head, his eyes on the door. You retreat from Renengild's memory. Vivid though it is, it has nothing to do with Durgan's Banner.
What's on your mind?
Farewell. Well, there we go. It's the last reward. You get us some gems from her. So, Durgan's Battery, the White March Part 1. It is complete. Now, do we have, the White Forge is done. Do we have anything else here? Search Grief's Rest cellar for the liquor, right. Keep an eye on the Devil of Karok. Grey Sleeper is the sword that Pelagina has. Discover how Yadgar died. We know that that's probably where that white dragon is. So the Battle of Yenwood Field is probably like the next thing we need to do, as well as go back to Cadnua. So folks, I think that's what we need to do. There's still Maneha. We can go recruit her if we want to. And she is...
Huh, that's what I get for asking directions in the middle of nowhere.
We'll do that to end this episode.
Say, I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the mountains lately, have you?
The Amaua wears an assortment of bangles, bands, cuffs, and chains as thick as armor. She watches you with raised eyebrows and eyes gleaming with mirth. You mean Durgan's Battery?
Wait, aren't you the one who opened the gates? Much as folk here talk about it, you're probably good for a free drink at the inn. I'm looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. It's an obscure temple dedicated to Andra.
Why are you looking for the Abbey?
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament. Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
I see.
I might be here a while. Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, and the ones that have, no one knows where it is. So I'm trying to think of this as an extended holiday in a remote mining village that smells like fish.
I've got business in the region. We could travel together.
You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice. And the company's welcome.
She winks at Pelagina. Well, that's nice, but I don't want her in the group right now. I think the best thing to do... Burden of Memory. What do we have here? I think the best thing to do is go back. Cross-eyed. Okay, this is for Aloth. So he did this and he ends up with this thing. -2 to accuracy, immunity to blinded, and +10 damage to flanked targets. Okay, I could have done without the -2 to accuracy though. That would have been cool. So that's done. Cross-eyed completed. Supplicant, Sagini's doing that. Okay. The Battle of Yenwood Field is probably the next thing that we need to do. Although, before we do too much of that... Oh, Durgan's Battery. Okay. Thrisk's house. Wait a minute. Is there... Is there anywhere else up here that we're supposed to be available to go to? I don't think so, but no, this place is empty. Okay. Well, I think that's the thing to do. I'm going to head back to Cadnua. I think we know we need a significant boost to mechanics to get to the next level of the Endless Paths, but we have a sleeping bonus that we can take, so we might try that next episode. Folks, thanks. It's the end of the White March, part 1. I'll see you all in the next episode, and until then, happy gaming, everyone.